1 week after Metro rolled out what it called an unprecedented approach to safety, there is criticism of just what happened. It was a big operation with what critics have called questionable results. This evening, reporter Ted Oberg is investigating Metro's bus-safe operations. Ted?
Gina, you paid for 81 cops to saturate Houston Metro's bus stops and bus routes last Friday. Most of them were from Metro, but some of these officers were from the federal TSA. They billed it as a counterterrorism exercise. It resulted in 14 arrests last week. Let's take a look at some of them. 7 of them were for prostitution. 3 of them were for drug arrests. 2 of those, by the way, just drug users. They found 2 people wanted for driving offenses and 2 more warrant suspects. But they also found a lot of criticism. It was a big day for Metro last Friday.
We're putting a lot of resources into this initiative.
The transit agency called it a synchronized counterterrorism exercise, the first ever in Houston, welcoming the federal TSA to Houston bus stops.
TSA is an anti-terrorism organization.
65.
But a week later, Metro admits there was no specific terror threat in Houston, and Friday's sting didn't find any. Critics are angry.
This isn't about terrorism. They're not busting terrorists, they're not finding bombs, and that's not even what they're trying to do.
Houston criminal defense lawyer Mark Bennett's concern started when he saw this Metro blog saying that TSA and Metro did random, warrantless bag checks of bus riders. Metro now says they didn't do that.
We did 0 random bag checks.
I don't believe they didn't do any searches. The reason that I don't believe them is that before the operation, they announced that there were going to be random bag checks, and after the operation, they announced in their official blog that there had been random bag checks.
If it was wrong, Metro had plenty of time to correct it. The blog posted 3 days after the operation was over, and it was still there today.
Still there?
It's still online.
Oh, okay, no, I did not realize that.
It was corrected minutes later. Regardless of what happened last week, the chief says these bus-safe operations will continue in the very near future. And when they do continue, the chief maintains he does have the right to search your bag and may tell his officers to do it.
If the facts and circumstances change, it could be at some point.
When you say to a poor working class person, look, either we search your bag or you can't ride the bus, it says you can't go to work without our permission.
But that's not the only concern. Of the 14 arrests Metro made during the sting, 12 were of African-American suspects. And while Metro denies profiling, it is a large percentage.
It is something I'll take a closer look at.
I don't know that it's fair to say they're targeting African Americans, but they're targeting people in a way that happens to get predominantly African Americans.
Is that okay?
No, it's not okay.
The Metro police chief says he will conduct these bus-safe operations again, maybe as soon as a few weeks from now. He says he has no plans yet to search your bag without a warrant unless threats change here in Houston. Ted Oberg, 13 Eyewitness News.